Carries. I'm going to make a very quick introduction. In the absence of Sarah Hoffman, Lori Bugler is going to step in and take care of things for recording the minutes of our meeting, and I wanted to thank Lori very much for stepping in to do that. Thank you. Item 4 tonight is the mission moment. I'm going to turn things over to Dr. Champa. School board members, this is a pretty good one. I'm excited.
This may be the favorite of the night. So we are so excited. This year we have identified a theme for our mission moments, and our theme this year is partnership. And we really can't do what we strive to do for each and every student or every learner every day without partnerships across the district. And I don't think we could give a better representation except for the event that just happened on the 20th. And so with that, Brian and Missy, if you're here, can you just first come forward? So 2 of our career navigators and have just been instrumental in making sure that we have great partnerships across the district with our business community. And so, yeah, just speak to it just a little bit. So we're thankful to have you here.
Well, thank you very much. Well, started last year. We started with industry.
Right.
Brian, push the button.
What's that?
Push the button.
Yeah, push the button.
As you can tell, this is my first time here.
There you go.
Good afternoon, everyone.
There we go.
There we go.
Hold it if that's
Oh,
better.
yeah, that is better for me. Last year we started with getting our staff out to visit industry to kind of see how they can partner with different organizations and what they're doing in the classroom and what the industry is doing real time, real world, and bring it back to the classroom. And it's been a great addition to the Career Pathways program. This year, we had 16 different businesses that our staff were able to go out and actually visit 2 sites. And we have some of them here today, which is good to see. Missy, would you like to add anything? Sorry.
Grab the mic from him. No, it's been an awesome partnership. We have wonderful community partners here in our community, and just being able, teachers enjoyed going out and seeing the sites, and we were teasing in the back. They were just like students, wondering which bus to be on and confirming their tours and all the pieces. So it was a great day in camaraderie among staff and our businesses. So thank you.
Missy, would you give a quick bird's eye view of what happened that day?
Yeah. So we went to 2 sites this year. We started last year with 1, and this year the teachers were able to self-select which tour. So we had 8 different tours that encompass 2 sites from all 3 of our career pathways. So we tried to flex them and get them into different experiences and have a taste of 2 of our pathways on the tour.
Excellent. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I think one more thing that I will add that makes our career pathways here in Owatonna really special is it's been built and developed because of the partnerships across Owatonna. In so many areas, there wants to be this recipe, if you will, of how to do it, and here it has just been naturally grown and just because of, again, all of the partnerships. So thank you for all your work. It wouldn't have happened without all of that, and I got to participate as well, so I learned a lot. Thank you, Ron. So we have those organizations who are here and partnered tonight, or who are here tonight, who partnered with the district, and we look forward to additional opportunities. So I am going to call you up. We have a certificate for you, Owatonna Proud sticker for you, and if you have just a word that maybe speaks to the day, your involvement, or what you're looking forward with the partnership. So with that, first I have Advantage Cabinets, and we have Ron Kubicek. Yeah, would you guys hold that? Yeah, sure. That would be awesome.
That'd be perfect.
I would just say it was interesting. We work with wood and it's cabin shops, and one of the teachers really actually got into the design side of it, which we have 2 full-time designers, and so there was really a good conversation around that of something we weren't even expecting. That the teacher was like, well, I could incorporate some of this into my like a fashion or design class, so just to learn about designing. So that was interesting.
Yeah, well, thank you. We appreciated it very much. Next, we have Michelle Redmond with Big Brothers Big Sisters. And if you've heard Michelle speak, you will want to be a big brother, big sister after listening to her enthusiasm.
Thank you. Well, at Big Brothers Big Sisters, we couldn't do what we do without the partnerships at the school. So that was huge when we got the phone call or the email about teachers wanting to come see, and especially when we have a new location to show off. That was really fun. But we talked about all of the different careers that make up our nonprofit. A lot of people, like most businesses, there's so many different careers in it. So really letting the teachers know that, and really being proud of the alumni we have from the Owatonna School District. That was really fun as well. But we ended the tour with talking about our mentorships. We all wouldn't be here without the mentors in our life. So we kind of put it back on everybody in there, all the teachers and the staff, to think about who got you to where you are today, because we need to thank them. And that's how we ended things. So hopefully they took that with them. But thank you for the opportunity.
Michelle, would you speak to how many waitings, how many you have
Yes,
waiting?
so we have right now 356 youth waiting. They have been enrolled and they're waiting for a mentor. So all of you, if you ever, it can be as little as a half an hour every other week during the school year to whatever you want it to be. Being a big not only changes the life of the child, but it will change everybody else's life as well. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. We have Federated Insurance, and I believe we have Melissa Gierstoff and Michelle Byer. I'm going to give them two instructions. Yeah, right. Yes. And any comments you have?
Yeah, sure. I would just share we had a great day. We were super excited to have people join us and come into Federated. Our main focus for the day was really to share a lot about the value that we provide our clients. Lots of different insurance industries out there provide different things. Federated focuses so much on the value. We know that that value absolutely does not come without all of the employee touches that we have. And if we can transition some of that to the high school and let them know about our environment, our culture, and all of the things that we have that are exciting to offer here in Owatonna and elsewhere, that's exactly what we are focused on. One of the things we love about our partnership with the Owatonna High School in particular is we have a great internship program, and we have a lot of success. I talked with some of the teachers there that day about really just bring your water when you come to the recap internship meetings so you don't tear up, because the stories are really special with the students and the interactions and the experiences that they and we have. So it's really a special program. We are excited to share too. We have definitely a couple of hires that have come out of that internship program as well. So super exciting and glad to be a partner.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Heartland Animal Hospital.
Interesting.
All right, not here, but I'm grateful for their partnership. Lakeside Foods. And it's Sammy Miranda, correct?
Correct.
All right, well, thank you.
I just want to say, it really has been it has been just great working on the youth skills training program with Brian and Missy over the past years. I think our biggest focus is trying to get the students to really see what there is to offer in our community. As much as we want everybody to spread their wings and fly, it is nice when we can retain, Owatonna and Owatonna. And the program's a lot bigger than just Lakeside only. We're just, really thankful to be a part of that program and continue to offer those opportunities.
Thank you. Next, we have John Champa with Life Fitness.
Good evening. I can't tell you what a pleasure it was for Life Fitness to host the 13 educators that made the tour. We tended to focus on, first of all, what we do at Life Fitness with designing and manufacturing commercial fitness equipment, also opportunities for kids in career paths. But really the main focus was partnerships. And you may or may not know, we started a partnership with the Industrial Tech program last year with the Welder 2 program, and where the kids work with our engineers. They designed bike racks. We made all the parts, and then they took those back to the school and welded them up because they're the welding class. And I think they made 4 bike racks for the elementary schools, and really looking to continue additional partnerships. We're doing the program again this year, and like many businesses in town, really want to try to find what might work for partnerships with the school and just do it right for kids. So thank you.
Thank you. Homestead Medical Center. And we have Jake with us, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you all for having me. This is obviously Olmsted's first year with Owatonna. But great opportunity, great experience to have the teachers all there. They did take a little bit of time to warm up, much like students would, right? They weren't quite as peppy as I thought they might be when they walked in the door, but some bagels and a little bit of coffee helped kind of turn it around. It was great. I'm talking with some of the staff that we have hired in the clinic, and they were saying how they knew many of the teachers, and even though they graduated some years ago, all the teachers looked exactly the same. So congratulations, that's great. But I think that's an important piece for us is coming into the community and hiring staff that come from the community and are familiar with the community. So trying to get connected in Owatonna as we start our journey here is a huge opportunity for us. So thank you all.
Thank you. Olympic fire protection. Owatonna Public Utilities. And we have Megan Smith.
Thanks for the pep talk. Hi. So I was just a coordinator for this one. Tammy was able to meet with the teachers, but said that what a great day it was, a good experience. She kind of covered in 2 different careers that we have within the utilities, because we cover more than just our linemen. So accounting and all the other facets of that. So able to go into that, and then talked about some of our everyday leadership, which is part of our culture, and talking about how anyone can be a leader really in your everyday life. So and the best part about the pathways is working with Missy and Brian, because they're great. So keep up the good work with that. Nice. Yes, thank you.
R&K Electric. All right, next we have Rice and Steel 911 Center. No, all right, moving on. We have Spiro with Shelley Rodriguez. And Vicki Ebino.
Hi, yes. It was great to be part of this partnership. I think the hard part is with the mental health field, it takes a lot of preparation after high school. It's not something that you can just get right into, but I think the exposure and understanding what the field takes and encouraging people that have an interest, what it takes to get into the field, and then also being able to share with the teachers all of the resources that we have available in the community, because not everybody knows what help there is available. So we appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much. We have Steele County Community Corrections, Timothy Schammel.
Hello, thanks for having me today. So we started in the process of, we participated in some of the luncheons that they had and had the ability to talk to some of the students and answer some of the questions about what is probation. In Steele County, I guess there's a lot of questions about what does probation do, we found through the process. And then on our tour day, our goal was to meet with some of the teachers. We had them in, had an education type of session in one of our conference rooms, had the ability to kind of educate some of the teachers of what the education looks like to get into the field. What are some of the career opportunities that we have in our field, and then had a bunch of our agents and admin staff there to answer questions. Very engaged group from the high school. The teachers were super curious. We're able to tour them through our new facility downtown here, which was really nice. Got to meet much of the staff, and really opened some of the doors for students. One of the things we found is when you go into law enforcement, there's some crossover into probation too, and vice versa. So it opens some doors for kids that when they go into one field, maybe they have some, they can branch off into probation. And we talked a little bit about how rewarding it is to serve in public safety in a community that you grew up in too. So it was a wonderful day to spend time with the teachers and the students on previous occasions too. So thanks for the opportunity. Appreciate it.
Steele County District Courts. All right, next we have Steele County Public Health. Oh, and I toured that one, which was wonderful. And I know Annette Duncan is here from United Way.
We had a ton of fun with the staff that came over to visit with us. We spent most of our time talking about the skills that the youth are learning right now in school that are so important, those soft skills that you cannot necessarily learn through secondary education, and the critical thinking skills that are so important if you're going to enter into the nonprofit world, because we are expected to be able to pivot very quickly. We're expected to be able to know what's needed and be able to respond quickly, and we don't always have a lot of time to make decisions, so we had a lot of great conversations about that. We also talked about how in the nonprofit world, that while secondary education is important at some aspects of your career in the nonprofit, that many times you start within the nonprofit to then learn what are those additional skills that you may need to complement, because many of the skills that you're learning right on the job, so you have to have the ability to be able to do that. And so we had some really great conversations. Staff got to also check out the new teen center, which we're hoping to open up here soon. And we really had a great time talking about how we work with the community to do all the work that we're doing, and how important it is that youth are at the table, especially when we are doing something like a teen center project. And so it was great for them to be able to see the ins and outs and how integral it is that all of us get up every single day and say yes and show up, and how important that is. So we appreciated that opportunity.
Thank you. All right, this may be our longest mission moment ever, so I apologize for that. However, knowing that our purpose is really for our students, I think we just looked at the example of what can happen when we have a caring, engaged community, and all of the partnerships that we addressed tonight, and the many more that are out there. So thank you so much. So one last thank you.
Yes, thanks to all of you. Before we move on, board members, I trust there's probably a couple of you that have some words of appreciation.
I can start off. Last year I had the privilege of working with Mrs. Cook and Mr. Coleman as their student intern, and I can really testify to their commitment and just dedication, creativity when it comes to what they do for the students. For example, I was super interested in law, and they connected me with Judge Duncan, a local judge, and local county prosecutors just to give me more insight into the legal field. So I really appreciate you guys and keep up the great work.
No, Ayub, I completely echo your sentiments. I'm a firm believer that public education is a key component to a working democracy, to a thriving economy. And when private business, private sector, people like yourselves are willing to commit the time and the energy, not only to our educators, but to the kids in our district, it's so meaningful, and it just deepens and strengthens the ties of the strength of what Owatonna represents and what we have to offer our kids as they walk across the graduation stage. And Sammy said it very well. We know that some are looking to fly and to fly out of here, but we really would, we want them to know of the great opportunities that exist right here. So to all of you, thank you very much. Going to move on. Thank you very much. Item 5 tonight would be public forum, and we did not have any cards for public forum, so we're going to move on to item 6, which would just be the general information. Board members, any questions for Dr. Ciampa as it relates to the enrollment report or reports that were part of your packet? Okay. Item 7, again, no action required by the board. First would be board forum. As we go around, if you have anything that you would like to offer with regard to your committee reports, as well as just your general thoughts. Lowell, do you mind if we start with you?
Yeah. Okay, so the big thing I have is that last week, boys cross country, we won the Big 9 cross country championship with Ayub and myself. And then this last week on Thursday, we qualified to go to the state meet for the first time since 2012. And so we will go up there as a team, and I'll brag for Ayub, he is also the section champion. And I believe first time section champion since 2009. So we will go up there. We're also going up with the girls team, and the boys and girls team have not been up there together since 2001.
That's awesome.
Awesome. Other points, the football team did have a disappointing loss to end their season on Saturday night to Northfield. The girls volleyball team is still in the fight. I believe they have section finals against one of the Lakevilles. Lakeville North. Lakeville North is really good, to my understanding. They're state ranked, but we're very good as well. And then the last thing I have is that the choir is performing at the ACDA conference in 2 weeks, and that is the American Choir Director Association. And so this is pretty much like state for choir, and we got the opportunity to perform there. And tomorrow we are actually having a composer come and conduct our choir. So that's going to be a great experience.
I can go next. This Wednesday, me and Lowell, and I believe Dr. Ciampa are attending the Student School Board Representative Conference in Farmington. So me and Aaron were able to attend last year, and we had a great time connecting with student leaders from across the state of Minnesota, and I'm really excited to return. It's always inspiring to learn from, people that come from all over the state, for example, rural areas, the metro, the suburbs. I'm also excited to see how student groups in Owatonna High School continue to grow. Like, for example, this year, I believe it's pronounced HOSA, HOSA, my apologies, Health Students of America. That's a club founded by Ava Cox and Beverly Duranick. And then also we have a new club, Her Rights. So it's really inspiring to see students make clubs that they're passionate about and then convince their peers to join and actually instill tangible change in our community. That's all I had. Thank you.
Just a quick note to say I've been to a couple of the levy info sessions. I think they've gone really well. One of them I attended had Owatonna Live recording, so there is a nice recorded one for anybody that can't go and just needs to get some info. Yeah.
I very much enjoyed the cross-country meet last week. Good to see. I think both of you have another time drop in you for state.
I have nothing for meeting tonight.
Yeah, I'll just comment briefly on some committee work. So the policy committee, as you know, meets fairly regularly. We've had two, I think, since our last business meeting, not quite sure why. You'll see in your packet today, first reading on a couple. And again, they're pretty straightforward, but I will call out both the student fundraising and the memorials are new policies for our district, so it's not just changes to an existing one. So you might want to take a little extra time and read through those. And then, as you will see, there's policies for second reading. And thank you, Ron, for your suggestions. A couple of edits on those first reading pieces will get cleaned up for the next time. And that's all I have.
I attended the Special Education Advisory Council meeting earlier today, and that was super interesting. Great conversation. District leadership was there, principal, staff, parents, and just talked about some areas of improvement for our district, but then a lot of really good things that we're doing for our kids. So it was good.
I also have attended multiple of the levy talks around town, so thanks for all your work on that, trying to get all that accurate information out there. And I get to chaperone the ACDA choir trip in a few weeks too, so I'm excited to go on that with them.
I would just add too, I've been to a couple of the levy presentations. We had some good spirited discussion at the one for the music boosters at the high school. So, and some good follow-up, hopefully, I think, from that, just with the community and far as some areas, maybe where we can look at some costs and some concerns there too. So developed a good couple of relationships, I think, there to have a communication about that. So, excellent.
Thank you. Anybody have anything to add that we breezed right past as it relates to your committee reports? Very good. The second item on here would just be a reflection of the work session, which we had a very good work session and talked extensively with community ed. I thought that was a good work session. And then item 3 on this would be policy revisions, and this is a good opportunity. If any of you have any questions for members of the policy committee on the revisions that would be a part of the first reading.
Yeah, so just question on the new policies in terms of any particular reason why they came up as needing a policy?
I don't know, Dr. Champa, do you want to comment, or we can?
Sure. So the memorial, we've unfortunately had a couple of events this year, and there's always questions about exactly how do we handle this, and having a guiding policy just creates clarity for everyone. So that was kind of the premise on that particular policy.
And I think the student fundraising, again, was just, we recognized there was a gap. And it is the kinds of events that do happen within our school buildings, and we just felt some guidance around it and really more approval and sort of administrative oversight made sense. So, yeah.
And can I also just clarify on the public data request? There was a section in there where it talked about cost, and I wanted to just clarify, is that cost to the person requesting the data? Yeah.
Correct. So there's statute around how you can reclaim any costs for that. And so it's typically the lowest paid person that can do that task of whatever that might be. And then if there's a cost per page, and that's all also guided by statute.
Okay.
Good. Any other questions? Okay, we will move on. Item B tonight would be the administrative report. I'll turn things over to Dr. Champa.
Okay, it's just been a busy time for us, as you can see, and really the big updates that we have is the levy and financial planning as we move forward. We have a school perception survey, which closes tonight for our staff and for our families. So we're excited. We looked at the participation earlier today, and we have about 65% of our staff have completed it. Hopefully that's higher by now. And also a really good percentage of our parents as well, and our students, we have over 2,000 have participated. So really good numbers with that. We're anxious to get that data and align all of our strategic work with that. We've been busy writing grants as well, so a number of grant opportunities that are out there, and another that we'll be working on later this month. And then also just a lot of work in curriculum instruction and partnerships and community collaboration. And so just a shout out also to teaching and learning, and all of the work with our new curriculum has been a lot for our teachers. So a heavy lift, but definitely well worth it. And then just also one additional comment to Director Stotts and all of the levy work. He has been a phenomenal partner in attending all of the various events, and tomorrow will be number 44. So thank you. Any questions?
Dr. Champa, did you, I received in my inbox an invitation to participate in that survey, I think as a staff member.
You should. And
I should complete that.
Yes, and fill it out as an administrator.
Administrator, very good.
And then glowing reviews, please. I'm kidding. Just kidding.
I just wasn't sure whether it was, for my information or whether
No,
I
fill
should
it out.
complete it. Okay.
Thank you for asking.
Yep.
Dr. Champa, any idea when those results might be ready and how we'll be able to find them?
Our student one, we extended a little bit just because we wanted to make sure that we had an opportunity to opt out, all of that. And so that's open until the 5th. And so we'll have that turned around for the board meeting in November. Thanks.
Good. Any other questions? Would you also like to address, or would you please address the item 1, the cadence of strategic direction growth?
All right. Do we have the, so you have, I was waiting for it to come up, but we'll get there. The strategic of cadence is what all of our directors and principals, they are reflecting monthly on their goals and in each of the strategic directions. And so right now you see a dot in all 4 of those areas. And the goal is that you continue to see progress. And when you hear an update from one of our directors, you will hear them give some context to their goals and why they chose what they did.
Good. Anybody have any questions as it relates to that? Excellent. We're going to move on. Item 8 tonight would be the consent agenda. A quick reminder, we are approving the minutes from September 22nd and October 13, the disbursement and the personnel reports. Anybody have any reason that we would pull one of these out? Hearing none, we'll entertain a motion to approve.
I move the board approve the consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. I'll ask Tim to do the roll call.
Ron?
Aye.
Andrea?
Aye.
Jolene?
Aye.
Lori?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Elizabeth?
Aye.
And I am an aye. 7-0 pass.
7-0, motion carries. Thank you very much. Item 9 tonight, a couple of items that require board action. First would be item A, policy revisions. We did have a good opportunity for reviewing this at our last meeting as well as the work session. Any questions for the members of the policy committee as it relates to the policy revisions that are being presented tonight?
I just wanted to note in the policy, the literacy and READ Act policy, I can't remember offhand the number of it, just the extensiveness of the policy is a lot. Like, it's overwhelming for me to read, and I'm not an educator. And so, Dr. Champa, any thoughts on, and I don't expect any specifics by any means, but the goal in there is every child read at grade level, and you keep working specifically with that child until they can read at grade level. That's a big undertaking.
Yes, so it is.
Yes and yes.
Yep. That the READ Act and all of the work that's being done, just a lot of work going into the new curriculum, and then also really providing some clarity in the interventions that we have as well, and what level those are at, whether it's tier 2 interventions, tier 3. And so, again, just a lot of energy going around that.
Elizabeth, I will tell you, I think the policy committee had the same reaction. I mean, there's really just a great amount of work going on that sometimes we don't understand fully or take for granted if we do. So, yep.
Very good. Any other comments or thoughts? Would one of the members of the policy committee please introduce this motion?
I move that the board approve the changes to policies 621, 709, and 802 as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor with an aye? Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries. Item B tonight, Minnesota State High School League Form A resolution. Very quick reminder, bird's eye view, and I'll turn things over to Dr. Champa. This is regarding that fund within the Minnesota State High School League that makes funds available for kids that are in disadvantaged status and affords them an opportunity to continue to participate in Minnesota State High School League activities because of the funding that would be made available. I'll ask Dr. Champa to
You said it well. So I would just say this resolution allows us to utilize those available funds for those who may be eligible.
Excellent. Any questions with regard to that? Would one of you happen to have that resolution or that?
I move that the board approve the resolution supporting the Form A application to the Minnesota State High School League Foundation.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. I will turn things over to Tim for a roll call vote.
Ron?
Aye.
Andrea?
Aye.
Jolene?
Aye.
Lori?
Aye.
Mark? Aye. Elizabeth?
Aye.
And I vote aye, 7-0.
Motion carries. Thank you very much. Item C tonight, we have a couple of these. First one is an extended trip request, and it has to do with the concert choir. Dr. Champa.
Yes, so this trip is a request which will allow our choir to sing at a Wolves game, the national anthem. They will also be singing at the Minnesota State Capitol and then enjoying a performance at Chanhassen.
Any questions? Ron, do you have this one?
Sure. I move that the board approve the trip request to the Twin Cities as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor with an aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Item D, another extended trip request. Dr. Champa.
Yes, and this one is to attend the YMC Camp for Leadership in Loretto, Minnesota, for our Key Club.
Where's Loretto, Minnesota?
West of the cities.
What Ron said.
Okay, good. Elizabeth, do you have this?
I move that the board approve the trip request to the YMCA camp.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor with an aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Item E tonight would be gifts to the district. Dr. Champa.
I'm just looking for a resolution to accept the gifts that are before you with many thanks.
I move that the board approve the resolution for acceptance of gifts as presented.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Tim, if you would.
Ron?
Aye.
Andrea?
Aye.
Jolene?
Aye.
Lori?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Elizabeth?
Aye.
I vote aye, 7-0.
Motion carries. Item 10 tonight would be to adjourn. I will introduce the motion that we adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor with an aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Good meeting tonight, folks. Thank you very much.